My name is Javon Blue, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to really do this video. Before we get started, right, if you are an individual that's looking to get into the tech sales space, the SaaS space, whatever you want to call it, I want you to comment below the word tech so that you can join the bootcamp that I did, which is CourseCareers. So that you could get a discount and you could definitely break into tech with full knowledge, right? Full understanding and some wisdom going into the tech field. So with that being said, family, let's hop into this episode, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if I'm going to make this a series or anything, but I do want to do, I want to do every single week. I want to do a video of, me as far as in the tech sales space, what it is that I'm doing on the day-to-day. And, I think it's going to bless a lot of people. So I would also say that doing these videos actually help. When I first started, there wasn't any videos out there within the tech sales space. Like there were some out there, but now you're seeing it more, it's more prevalent. Entering into the YouTube world and LinkedIn and different stuff like that, people are definitely sharing their experience. But let's talk about me, man. Let's talk about my experience from my point of view. If you are that individual that's looking to definitely get into the tech sales space, I think, this video is going to bless you just so you can see, or not see, but hear, the things that will be happening once you get in. Now, there are some companies that are different, right? There, every company has their different style of doing things. Every BDR manager, SDR manager, account executive, they all have their different flows. But, we're just going to talk about the basics of basically what it is that I went through, that most people that hop into tech sales go through. So just to start it off, number one, shout out to God for opening up the door, right? I think I'm gonna have to do another video on how I even got into the company that I'm in right now, but it was all him, so to God be the glory of him landing me into the place where he wants me to be and really show off the glory in all aspects. So with that being said, family, so listen, before you actually get started, right? So Tuesday was my start date. February 7th was the day that was my day that, I started in tech sales, right? And I was excited. So, I got the news 2 weeks before my starting date. So for you guys that's on your final interview stage and you're waiting for that offer letter, or you're just waiting for the BDR managers or account executive, whoever it is that's interviewing you for your last interviewing process. Definitely going to have to make a video on interviewing and different stuff like that. But if you're on your last stage of interviewing, you're going to now be waiting for that offer letter, right? So when you get that offer letter, right, or I should say when you accept the offer letter that you want, then, there's going to be either, a couple of dates that you could pick where you can actually get started. I know for me, there were two start dates, February 7th or February 14th, right? I chose the 7th. That's definitely make it happen. So I had 2 weeks from the day that my offer letter was given to me. I had 2 weeks to basically get started. And, during those 2 weeks, I was just chilling, praying, spending time with family, just getting my mind right. For those of you that are like, man, I can't wait for the offer letter. I can't wait for this, that, and the third. I encourage you during that waiting period, get your health right, right? Start getting into a regimen, a work from home regimen, right? Now, during this process, you're going to receive your tech, right? Some companies, they give you a work from home comp. So, some companies might give you $500 or $800 to build up your work from home setup. I don't know, right? A lot of fintech companies do that as well. So depending on the company that you get, you might get a work from home stipend, right? Where you have that ability to go to Staples, go to Walmart, go to Amazon, get a desk, right? Laptops, computer, all that different type of stuff. Well, not the laptop is separate, but something else. So you're going to be able to do that, right? So the company that you just accepted an offer letter to, more than likely they're going to send you a laptop, right? You're going to get a laptop in the mail before you actually get started. In my case, my company, they, overnighted the whole situation, right? So they let me know in my email, hey, listen, we just overnighted your laptop, so you should have that by the next day. That was dope, right? Loved it. And then they allowed me to choose my monitor. So do I want a big monitor or do I want two monitors, right? So, depending on your company, they might ask you, hey, listen, do you want two monitors? Do you want one monitor? Do you even need a monitor? It's really up to you and how you want to set up your whole work from home structure. And that's just completely up to you. So if you're laptop only, just be laptop only, right? For me, I want to have a whole setup, for my work from home space, because I actually have it also an office, excuse me. I just got to build it up, right? So I have a monitor that the company gave me, and I have a laptop, a keyboard, and also a mouse and an HDMI cord, right, to hook all this stuff up. So you're going to be able to, hook up your work from home environment. I highly encourage you, family, right? When you're working from home, please get a designated spot to do this, right? Oftentimes you got a lot of people coming in and, they haven't really secured their working place yet, right? Don't just work at the kitchen and then you got people in the house, they screaming, they doing all of this. Because I promise you, family, in your first week, it's going to be crazy. You're going to have to be on your laptop, right? In a whole lot of meetings, looking at videos, calls with people, especially working from home, because you're not in the office. So for me, my first day on the scene was straight up orientation, right? So I got my laptop monitor up. Then also you're going to get like headphones, right? So the company going to send you, earphones, headphones, whatever the case may be, so that you could start dialing, so that you do your webinars and different stuff like that when you're interacting. So you will get a set of headphones where you could get busy on the phones. So my first day, right? Awesome day. A lot of information, right? A lot of information. So first day, excuse me, guys, let me put the phone on vibrate. But first day, right? So I'm on there, I'm tuned in. My first call was with my BDR manager. Shout out to him. That's the homie. First call, right? So we just do like a team huddle. So it was me and another individual, another guy that got hired for this position, for this business development representative position within the tech sales space. And what we did was do a team huddle. My manager came on here, hey, listen, guys, I'm excited to have you on. Later, we're definitely going to, hook up with the team so that they can see you guys and we can congratulate you. Welcome to the team, that type of stuff. So he just wanted to check on us and just let us know what the day is going to look like, right? So, after that call, I hopped on to our orientation. Now, orientation, you're on this webinar with not just tech sales people, but you're on this webinar with, sales engineers. So basically whoever got hired. Now, my company is global. So, we had people from the UK on, right? We had people from the US on. I think we had one person, I don't know if they was from Singapore or something, but it was like a global orientation for all the remote workers that got hired within the company. So be expecting your orientation to definitely be on that day, right? Of course, you're starting a new job, you're starting a new opportunity. So followed after that was, I hopped back on the phone, I believe. Well, not the phone. I hopped back on a meeting with my manager and the individual that got hired with me. Hopped on, jumped on, and we just started talking about some stuff. And then he brought up the team. He like, listen, let me bring in the sales team so everybody can meet each other. And it was dope. Got a beautiful sales team. I believe that we're going to kill it. So I'm excited about that. But after that call, right, this is when it started getting crazy, right? So after that call, I had to hop on a sales enablement call. Now you're going to have a sales enablement team, right? And that team, is separate from your actual sales team. Like you're going to have your core sales team where you're going to be in the trenches with, you're going to be, shadowing, you're going to be doing all that type of stuff. But for the first week, I got on a call with my sales team to meet them. And then I got on a call with the sales enablement team. And they was just going through, our tech stack. They were going through like different type of stuff that we can use far as sales, right? And they were just teaching us so much stuff, like how to download Microsoft. Like, I don't have an Apple. I am Apple only, maxed out in my house. Definitely think I'm gonna have to pull out the Apple laptop. So I got a Dell, right? So we were downloading Microsoft Office and different stuff like that. So they were helping us navigate through the computer setup and different stuff like that. So you're going to experience that. Also, this is a lot of stuff I don't hear on a lot of tech sales, first weekend, things, right? You're going to have a lot of tech issues, right? I had so much tech issues. Like my first day, literally coming in, fam, like I had to hit up the IT guy, like, oh, my password not working that the company gave to me, different stuff like that. Like, so back and forth, we're dealing with the tech issue, and certain stuff I couldn't download, certain stuff I couldn't see. So we're back and forth with that. And then it was just crazy. So especially for me, 15, 16 years using Mac products, Apple products, and then boom, straight over to the PC situation. Not a fan of PC, but hey, listen, it is what it is, right? So dealing with that happened. Then following that, we had to do our DocuSign. So that's, filling out I-9 forms, different stuff like that, putting in your banking information, routing them so that you can get paid. Right. Simply going over that. Then next after that, we were on the benefits call, just, listening to what the company has as far as benefits, what to expect, healthcare, 401k, different stuff like that you're going to be able to basically tap into. Right. So all of that was happening. Right, family. So following that, we had a whole bunch of videos. So my manager and the sales enablement team put together literally a schedule for the whole week, right? On video after video after video after video. Now, I'm going to say this, right? I am not a fan of just information overload. I'm coming from a place where I like strategic information, right? I didn't go to college. The reason I didn't go to college was because, I just thought it's just a bunch of nonsense information that you got to learn. And I just like getting straight to the point. Show me what it is that I need to do. Specifically, let's condense this situation so that we can be effective and we can just start executing. Right. So that's always my mindset. Like, I don't just read a bunch of books. I read specific books so that I can learn what it is that I need to learn, so that I can dominate in the field that I want to dominate in. Right. So we got a lot of product knowledge, right? Going through all the product knowledge, I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm a sales engineer. I know I signed up for tech sales, but it's good, man. Getting that information. From my point of view, I just think that, the first 2 days, in my opinion, should be, you just shadowing, just looking at the sales team, listening to the sales calls, like getting into the trenches, seeing how your people research, seeing how your people, find their buyer personas, ICPs, different stuff like that, terminology that's in the tech sales space. Just shadow now. I would rather do that, but hey, listen, it is what it is, right? So that being said, you're just doing a whole lot of video watching. You're doing a whole lot of meetings on just stuff within the company, right? We had to listen to the CEO because he was a keynote speaker for the company event. So we had to listen to the CEO talk about the vision. Now, that was cool, right? I think it's an amazing thing that I think everybody should do when you first join the company. Listen to the CEO. The reason why you want to do this is because you want to see the mistakes that the company had previously before you even got started, but you also want to hear the vision of the company. So where is the company going? Because if you are not a part of the vision, you're not really going to be there that long. Like, your mind is going to leave if you don't know where it is that you're going. And most people want to attach themselves to visionaries. So listening to your CEO and what the company has for the next year is an amazing thing to do, right? So moving forward, family, and I'm going to wrap this up soon, but moving forward, it was just video after video after video after video Like your first week in tech sales is going to be information overload. I promise you, right? So you want to make sure that your health is good. This is why I said, listen, create a health regimen. Get your mind right. Like get off social media, get off YouTube, get off nonsense, shows and movies and videos that you're like, get off all that stuff and get your mind ready to be able to receive, right? Because you want to be able to articulate what it is that you just received, but you also want to be in a state of mind where you're like, okay, I'm calm. I'm at peace with the situation, right? So definitely get that right. Food regimen, get your mind right, and make sure your family know what's happening, right? A lot of people hopping into the tech sales space, their family, their loved ones, they don't really know the space as well. You want to get them prepared for the next month, not the first week, not the first day. Get them prepared for the next month because it's going to be crazy, right? I already know my manager telling me, hey, listen, after this month, it's going to cool down. You won't get into your flow, but your first month in, your first weekend, it's going to be information overload. So just get prepared for that. Get a notebook, start writing down some notes. And even if you use your notes on your iPad, you use your notes on the computer, do that, right? You want to be able to write down certain stuff that stick out to you. Like there's a lot of information I got, like sticky notes and different stuff that just hearing other people say, I'm like, man, I could definitely use that. So you want to make sure that you are a note taker for real, right? So with that being said, family, like the rest of the week, my manager put together, feedback statements. So every single day we had to give feedback on, how the day went. I was assigned, an individual that they call buddies, right? So it's just another BDR that is assigned to you, just so you can have, like any questions that you want to ask, that BDR buddy can actually, answer those questions. So, you're not hounding down the whole leadership. Hey, what about this? What about this? Emails getting sent all over the place. So I was assigned a BDR buddy, which is just somebody that's been in the company longer, that's been doing the work longer. And every single day I had to debrief with him on how the day went, what it is that I was doing and different stuff like that. I also had to send an end of the day email pertaining to, everything that I went through. So shout out to my manager for this. He really loves feedback, right? He's one of those leaders, and I hope you get a leader like this that wants feedback, but also a leader that wants you to ask questions, right? My leader wants us to ask questions every single day. Like whatever question you have floating up there, ask it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to give feedback, and don't be afraid to speak, what's the word I'm looking for? Speak about progression, right? If you see some gaps, let them gaps be known, because that can help you and that can help the next BDR, SDR that comes into the space. But yeah, family, at the end of the week, I'm about to wrap this up, but at the end of the week, I got my work done finally, because there was some days where I had to push, what I was supposed to do to the next day because of the time, right? Because you definitely want to respect you, right? Take off. Like I didn't. It was about 2 to 3 days where I just didn't stop working until like 7:30. Like I had to get through these videos, I had to do these questions, all this different type of stuff that I had to do. And it was about 7:30, 8 o'clock sometimes that I'm just, getting finished. So you want to make sure that, you get all that stuff done. Be prepared for what it is that you're getting into the first week. And for me, the last day, Friday, the team had like a happy hour and game virtual situation. So I hopped on that with the team, got to know them better. Get to know your sales team, right? Don't be shy. Get to know your sales team. Ask them questions, talk about some fun stuff. But more importantly, I would say this, right? Because I like standing out in my own way. Get connected with your AEs. Get connected with your enterprise account executives, right? When you start to get assigned your territories, right? I know for me, every single person has territories, right? So when you get assigned your territories, you're going to have account executives and enterprise executives that are attached to that territory as well. hit them up on LinkedIn, hit them up in the Slack channel. You will get a Slack channel. That is just something that you communicate with everybody in the company. So you will get a Slack channel. And once you do that, connect with account executives and enterprise account executives. Let them know, hey, listen, just joined the company as a BDR, SDR, looking to crush it. Definitely looking to, meet you sometime, or, if you just want to ask a question, they are definitely open to do that. So definitely do that. Go to LinkedIn, find those account executives, enterprise executives, introduce yourself, make sure your name is known, right? This is my last point. Make sure your name is known in every space, right? Because you want people to know you, so that when meetings hop up that you're not even qualified for, they're like, you know what? Let Blue in. Javon over. Yeah, Javon, come here. I want you to stay in this meeting. Listen to this, right? Decisions start happening. Oh, you know what, Blue, come here. What you think about this? You want to make your name be known in every space that you enter, right? So that being said, family, that is my first week in tech sales, right? Tomorrow, like it's Sunday that I'm doing this now, but tomorrow I'm back at it, and I can't wait to do another video to share with you guys my second week in the tech sales space. And it's going to be crazy, because this week coming up, I'm going to be doing some outbound stuff, calls, getting my territory, just getting my feet, in the water a little bit and making it happen. So I can't wait to do another video on that and make it happen. So family, listen, if you are looking to get into the tech sales space, like I said at the beginning of the video, you want to comment below tech, the word tech, right? And I will give you a discount code so that you can join the tech bootcamp that I joined, which is CourseCareers, that so many people are getting started with and getting a job in the tech sales space, breaking into tech. So comment below the word tech so that you can get a discount on the tech sales bootcamp. CourseCareers, amazing platform. Shout out to Troy over there, that's killing it and all that he's doing. So family, listen, I'm excited. Can't wait to share with you guys what's going to happen next on the next week, where I'm telling you week 2 of what to expect in a tech sales space. So without further ado, all glory to God. Peace out. Let's go. Let's dominate. Let's make it happen. Sheesh.